Hey everyone, welcome to Mondo Fantasy Football Talk. In this video, we're talking about Week 5, stardom, sit-em at the wide receiver position. So let's get this kicked off. First up, we have DeSean Jackson. Jackson has a great matchup on Thursday night against the Patriots, who do not like to play defense. They have given up 11 receiving touchdowns this year, which is most in the NFL. Teams are averaging 353 yards per game in the air. Jackson has big play potential and should have a great game. I would start him as a wide receiver 2 or flex this week. Next up, we have DeVante Parker. The Dolphins face off against the Titans this weekend, and the Titans are the other team in the league that have a struggling secondary, giving up 11 touchdowns in the air. Parker has become one of Cutler's favorite targets. He is a leading wide receiver when it comes to yards on the Dolphins. This great matchup gives Parker great opportunities, so start him this week. The Arizona Cardinals face off against the Eagles this weekend. The Eagles are ranked 31st in the league against receivers. They have allowed 7 touchdowns and over 300 yards per game to receivers. Fitzgerald is getting the bulk of the targets. He has 41 so far this year. Look for him to have a good game. I would start him this week. The last guy on my list to start is Will Fuller. Fuller was active last week and made his presence felt. This week the Texans have a Sunday night matchup against the Chiefs. And with the emergence of Watson and Hopkins is on fire, I think the Chiefs defense is going to focus on containing both those guys, which will give Fuller some man-to-man opportunities. The Chiefs average 14.9 yards per reception to opponents, which is worse in the league. There may be some big play opportunities for Fuller. I would start him in the flex spot this week. Let's move on to the guys you should bench this week. First up, we have Martavis Bryant. Bryant has only 10 receptions this year. He doesn't produce enough to add to your lineup. They face off against the Jaguars, who are the best defense against the pass. The Jaguars have only allowed 3 touchdowns in 4 weeks, so playing Bryant would be a huge risk. I would sit him this week and look for another option. From one Bryant to another. Dez Bryant and the Cowboys are going up against the Packers on Sunday. And I think the Cowboys are going to go run heavy and use Elliott a lot. He'll get about 25 to 30 carries, and that's going to take away from Dez's point total. Bryant isn't as valuable as he was in the past because in the red zone, the Cowboys are giving the rock to Ezekiel Elliott instead of throwing the fade route to Bryant. Bryant will have a quiet week, so sit him against the Packers. The Bengals welcome the Buffalo Bills this weekend. The Bills have done really well in the secondary. They have only allowed 1 touchdown in the air, and that's best in the NFL. They fared well against the high-powered Falcons offense, and they should do the same to a mediocre Bengals offense. I would sit Green this week. I think the Bengals won't get anything going on offense. Last, we have Golden Tate. The Lions are going up against the Panthers this weekend, and the Panthers just came off a huge win against the Patriots. Up to then, the Panthers' defense has held up pretty well. They allow receivers 8.9 yards per reception, which is second best in the league. Tate has only scored 1 touchdown this year, and most of his catches seem to be quick wide receiver screens. I think he'll have issues getting it going against the Panthers, so sit him this week. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment if you need some fantasy football advice, or if you want to leave me a suggestion. Like my video and look out for videos to come. Thanks.